Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the Curt trailer hitch ball mount. Now when it comes to ball mounts, there's a ton of different choices available out there, and things can get confusing pretty quickly actually. You know, there's some that have a drop, some that have a rise, some that are adjustable in different sizes and everything in between. And so figuring out which one is going to be the best for your particular situation is crucial, especially because, you know, this is going to be a main connection point. You know, whenever you're pulling a trailer, this is where the trailer coupler is going to go and keep everything attached. So this ball mount here is going to have a 2-inch by 2-inch shank, super common size. It'll work with a ton of different hitches, and it's also going to have a 2-inch ball already installed on it, and that's you know, that's really nice because the ones that are separate, you have to torque them down, and these require really high torque specs. A lot of people don't have a torque wrench that big, and so with this one already on there, you know, you're confident it's tight and it will hold together. Now, generally speaking, I'm a big fan of Curt products. They're always well made and work and reliable. Really don't come across too many issues with them, and I feel like this holds true for this ball mount as well. It's nice and thick, put together well, and should hold up to the task. Now, this is a fixed ball mount, and it's going to have a 4-inch drop, or if you were to flip it over, it'll give you a 2-inch rise. And this would work good for those of you that tow the same trailer a lot, or very similar trailers, similar in size and things like that. If you're someone that tows a lot of different trailers and a lot of different size ones, maybe, you know, you pull a lot of trailers for work and things like that, so you never really know what you're going to hook up to that day, an adjustable ball mount might be a better option for you. That way, you know, when you get there and if it's a trailer you're not expecting to pull or something like that, you can make those adjustments real quick and be good to go. But with this one, it's going to stay in this position, and once you know, figure out how far of a drop or rise that you need, you know that you're going to be able to hook up and everything will be right. So let's kind of go over how you even figure out what size ball mount you need. And I'm referring to the drop or rise, you know, why you would need this one. And it's super easy to figure out actually. I'll just get it out of the way here so we can have a better look. What you would do is park on level ground, and you'd want to measure to the top inside edge of your receiver tube opening, so right here, down to the ground. You record that measurement, and then what you're going to do is put whatever trailer you're pulling on level ground, make sure it's level, and measure it from the ground to the coupler. And that's, you know, you're gonna find the difference there, and that's how big of a rise or drop that you need. So 4-inch drop is actually relatively common. You know, a lot of cars sit, you know, in a similar position. And one ball mount will kind of cover everything a little bit, if that makes sense. And what's nice too, this actually does come with a pin and clip, so you ain't gonna have to worry about picking that up separately or anything like that. And this is also going to be rated for 7,500 pounds, and that's going to be your gross trailer weight rating. And so what that rating means is that's going to be the amount of weight that is actually pulling on the hitch, or I'm sorry, the ball mount. So that's going to be the weight of your trailer plus anything you might have on it. It's also going to have a 750 maximum gross tongue weight rating, and that's going to be the amount of weight that's pushing down. That weight capacity is also the same for your ball that comes on it. Now keep in mind, you don't want to exceed your actual trailer hitch's weight capacities. Okay, so if the hitch is rated for less than your ball mount, you don't want to exceed that number, and vice versa. If the hitch is rated more than what the ball mount can handle, you don't want to overload it there either. Something I do want to mention, if you do need to change the size of the ball, not a huge deal. You're just going to remove the original one and put the new one in. And if that's your case, you want to make sure that your new one has a 1-inch shank, because that'll fit through here properly. As I kind of mentioned earlier though, if you do end up doing that, make sure to properly torque it down. Now I will say, you know, a lot of people leave their ball mount and their hitch you know, the majority of the time. That's fine. I will say though, if that's your case, one thing you can do is actually upgrade to a locking hitch pin. So you'd get rid of this one and take the locking one and secure your ball mount to your hitch that way. That way someone just can't pull this pin out and run off with it. You actually need a key, and it'll keep things a lot more secure. With that said though too, you know, if you do plan on keeping it on the back, you want it to look good and, you know, actually hold up to the weather. I feel like this will do a good job. It has a pretty thick powder coat finish actually, so it's, you know, has a nice gloss look to it. You know, pretty basic there, and has a plated finish on the ball. So, you know, I feel like how it would hold up would be a little bit more important to me. And with that said, you know, in the finish, I think it'll stay in pretty good shape for a while. So, you know, at the end of the day, the ball mount, once it's in your hitch, is going to allow you to hook up to your trailer and get the job done, whether it's for work or play.